So hello and welcome to Mixologist, the place on the internet thingy where we make videos that we didn't really want to make. In case in point, today my production got shut down due to a part supplier not delivering, and and it's 8 units that I got shut down on. And you might say, okay, so it's like very specialist parts or very intricate bits of very hard to obtain stuff. No, it's this. It's bronze bushings, bronze bearings. So I placed an order on Monday, Toolshack UK, on Monday for these units. And they still, I'm still waiting on that. This is as I'm recording this on a Saturday. So obviously I got shut down and those parts didn't come. And here's the effect it has on the production schedule. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the effect it has. And also I'm going to take this opportunity to show you the throughput of how carbs run through the workshop, because there is a little bit of a merry-go-round that they do. And I have to say that in the meantime, it's not that I haven't been doing anything. I mean, obviously I just run ahead with the cleaning, with the kind of bead blasting, as you're gonna see that I've got a lot of units pretty much ready to go now. But I'm still waiting for those, quite crucial parts. And the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a process that I never show around how I clean and dry things that might be of use on this video. So first of all, let me show you what are the consequences of part suppliers not delivering. And for that, we need to go around here. And here we go. So we've got 3 VN2s, 1, 2, 3, 26 VME. We got 4 30 VIGs. That all of these units there, I'm waiting for bushings, because they're all they run like on a common shaft. So it's easier to do all of these things in one go kind of thing. And so, but as you can see, a lot of these units, I mean, I've done a lot of cleaning here, there. Obviously not all of these cars are gonna be fully rebuilt. Some of them are gonna be partially built, but anyway, I mean, as you can see, this is like ready to go. Look at this. So it's all clean. I've got all the parts here that are clean, ready to be assembled, and this one's as well. This parts need a bit of cleaning, but I'll get to that in a minute. So let me talk you through what has happened for the units to get to this stage that you see them like so. And as you probably well know, the process starts here on my aluminium chunk, if you want, and here's where all the disassembly happens. And generally what happens with carbs is that they get all the bits in a bag, and the bag gets marked, especially when I'm doing carbs of the same batch. Obviously this is one that I had before that doesn't really matter. So what happens? So this is your stage 2 of the process, where carbs come in here to the ultrasonic cleaner and they get ultrasonicked, and sometimes some disassembly happens here. I've got a vise. I'm gonna put this Dremel just like there, because I've got a bit to hang it, and this also goes there. So this is the kind of cleaning / drying area, and then from the drying area straight away, what happens is that they go to the blasting cabinet, Generally after a period of drying off, because you always need to dry the parts first before you dry them off. So dry the parts first before you do the blasting. And as you can see now, for example, I've got a VN2 VN2 and if you can see here, I've got a number 2 here. So the parts for here go on this box, on this bag, and that's how I tell them apart, because I try always to have the parts from one carb that go straight into the same bag. And so that bag of number 2 bits, they go on this carb, which I marked with a number 2 here. Yeah, so that's how you keep all your parts together with the exact same unit that they came from. And obviously this requires a bit still a little bit of help, but I mean, I'll just get to it in a minute. So, and then once you've got all the units like this, so for example this one, this is like literally ready to assemble. You've got all your parts clean, ready to go. And here obviously I just need to do the shaft, because can you hear that? So that's not going to work, unfortunately, but the unit is very clean, and it's in a state of cleanliness that you could kind of assemble everything if you wanted to. And that's how you that's where you want to get to. And then it goes back here, generally on camera, to reassemble and to do the other bits and bobs. Okay, so the first thing I do is get one of these soap-filled pads, and I get the stuff from here and attack it with soap-filled pads. And this brushes, I've got a kind of plastic one and a metal one. So now, because the solution I use for cleaning is something called traffic film remover or truck wash, what you need to do is, as soon as you take the aluminium bits off the ultrasonic cleaner, what you need to do is you have a bucket, and the bucket has to be used to rinse the parts like so. And once you've got the parts rinsed, then that's where you get that's where you can put them so that they get dried. Yeah. Now sometimes, especially with bits that are very damaged, like this one, sometimes it may require a few rounds of cleaning. So don't worry if you can't seem to be getting it, you know, absolutely shiny on the first pass. This is like on this occasion, this is what I call an initial clean. And what I'm trying to get is I'm trying to get the parts so that you can touch it with your hands without getting your hands dirty. And this will be just kind of a step one of many. Now in a case like this is where the material really shines, because this sort of kind of soap filled pad, because you can get in quite deep, kind of inside the carb, and this is really helpful. This makes a huge difference when cleaning. I mean, obviously, as I said before, this is an initial clean. Okay, now comes the turn of the this like jars. So with the jars, what you need to do, this is a much more concentrated solution. So this is about you know, nearly 2-to-1 truck wash, and the truck wash as it comes to be diluted about 400-to-1. So this is a pretty powerful thing. You don't need to leave it more than a couple of hours, because if not, it starts eating into the metal. So what I do is put it like this, and I put it once I finish doing all the bits, I pour it out, making sure that no parts are coming out. Like so. The water's come out there, it's disgusting. And now what I do is I'm gonna rinse it out with clean water. And you can see I put clean water, but still look at the color of this water. Is a bit disgusting. Still, it needs probably another rinse. There we go. So this is number 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the bits for number 2, and they come out really well. Parts when they are washed like this. So some of these bits were corroded and whatnot, and they come out really well. But what happens? All of these parts, they need to kind of get dry. And if you have any parts, like for example, kind of a shaft that is, you know, hanging loose here, let's just give it a quick wash. There we go. And the choke one as well, let's give it one of these. There you go, golden. Okay, so I hope you got something out of it. That's probably a part of the process that I never tend to show very much on the channel, but it is an important step when you're doing that initial clean, trying to get, you know, most of the dirt and grime, so you can actually handle the parts without gloves. And so now it's time for those parts to just stay there and just get fully dry, and then they'll be ready to, you know, to do the blasting and whatnot. So I want to thank you very much for watching this episode, and hopefully I'll be able to see you next week with a bit more progress, with more stuff. But anyway, thank you.